Welcome to the Lion's Mane. My name's Robert Love. I'm a neuroscientist. I specialize in helping people prevent Alzheimer's disease with science. Tonight, Tuesday, December 20th, 2022, we are talking about longevity supplements. Some people call them anti-aging supplements. The pros call them longevity supplements. Pros like David Sinclair, for example, he's big into the longevity space. And if you're really interested in this idea, I recommend the book Life Force by Tony Robbins. He got together with the best anti-aging longevity experts in the world, and they helped contribute to his book. It's excellent. You can get it basically for free, basically $10, including shipping. Really terrific book. And so we're going to talk about some longevity supplements and what they do, and some of their benefits and some of the potential side effects. I am a neuroscientist. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not giving you medical advice. Please consult your medical doctor before doing anything that affects your health. So a lot of people are asking about NMN. NMN's been a lot in the news, as has NR, which is very similar. NMN is recently, the FDA looks like they want to regulate it, which almost looks like banning it. A lot of people are concerned about that, myself included. Activists are concerned that the government's getting overactive, regulating the supplement industry. Health people are concerned. And NR, there's been some talk about it increasing the risk of cancer. There's a recent study out, I think, from the University of Arizona showing that NR increased risk of an aggressive breast cancer in rats. So let's talk about this. First, what do these supplements do? So NMN stands for nicotinamide mononucleotide. This is a precursor to NAD. It is a building block to NAD. What is NAD? NAD is an energy source used throughout your body, similar to ATP. It's used pretty much by every cell in the body. If you don't have it, you die within 30 seconds. So it's very, very important. Some things to know about NAD is that it decreases as we age. So do many things. For example, melatonin decreases as we age. Testosterone decreases as we age. And NAD decreases as we age. So we have less of this energy source. How does that relate to longevity? Well, it turns out that NAD powers something called SIRT1, SIRT1, that stands for Silent Information Regulator 1. What does this do? This actually repairs DNA. It basically repairs DNA. So as our DNA gets copied over and over again throughout our lives, there can be errors in the copying. And those errors will last, and then they can compound. And so not having errors, this is David Sinclair's theory of aging. His is an information theory, saying that we age because we lose information. As our cells replicate, DNA replicates, there are errors in it, and then we lose information with those errors. And as we lose information, things don't work as well. And this can manifest as disease. This can manifest as fatigue. It can manifest as wrinkles. You choose your aging. Choose the side effect of aging. His theory is that it's related to information. And I think he's certainly partially right. Is he completely right? I don't know. Few people are completely right. I think it's a pretty good theory. And he recently got accepted. One of his papers, that's a longitudinal study, I think it was since 2011, so almost a 10-year study. I think that's correct. Recently got accepted for publication in a major university. So that's very, very exciting. So he found out that NMN fuels or powers SIRT1, which repairs DNA. So if you have more, NAD powers SIRT1. So if you have more NAD, you repair your DNA. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. So NAD, this energy source used throughout the body, helps power or fuel the repair of your DNA. And that's really good, because that fixes the DNA and helps prevent the loss of information, which can manifest as aging. Does all that make sense? All right, we get some yeses here. I know there's a lot of jargon here. You don't really say NMN and NAD and SIRT1 a lot. So that's what this is. It basically helps. How do I get some? Right, and I'm not even done talking about it. How do I get some? Gosh, that's good. So NMN, the supplement, nicotinamide mononucleotide, is a precursor to NAD. Taking that increases the amount of NAD in the body, so that increases energy, and it increases SIRT1 and its ability to repair DNA. By the way, I read a paper, I haven't seen anyone else talk about this, that dopamine, specifically I think it was D1 receptors, increases SIRT1. So it might be interesting to take something like L-tyrosine with NMN to really activate SIRT1. I don't know if this has been tested in the literature, And I don't know who's going to do a clinical trial on this, but it'd be very interesting to see the impact of NMN plus L-tyrosine. I think they'll be beneficial and I can't imagine them being less than neutral. I can't imagine. I don't think that's very likely. But I did read a paper that said that dopamine increases SIRT1 as well. Specifically, I think it was the D1 receptors. So taking L-tyrosine could be very interesting as well. But I haven't seen any research specifically on L-tyrosine. By the way, L-tyrosine is a precursor to dopamine. So NMN is a precursor to NAD. L-tyrosine is a precursor to dopamine, and that may also increase SIRT1. So that's NMN. NR, nicotinamide riboside, that's been around for longer. There's more research on that. That is a precursor to NAD. So we got NR is a precursor to, that's a precursor to NMN. Pardon me. NR is a precursor to NMN. So we got NR, NMN, and then NAD. And NAD powers SIRT1. So you can either take NMN, and that will become NAD likely, or that's a precursor to NAD, or you take NR, which can become NMN, which can become NAD. Does that make sense? So we got those two that are basically precursors to NAD that help power the so a lot of BS coming from me. This is a bunch of science there, Piaget. I don't know what you're talking about. This is all information available from David Sinclair and his research if you watch his podcast or read these studies. Yeah, the recent research about cancer. So the research I read on cancer was on NR. And the headlines of this were very strange. They said a type of B vitamin. I don't know NR is a type of B vitamin. That's very interesting. But NR, nicotinamide riboside, was associated with an aggressive type of breast cancer in rats or mice. And I think it was from the University of Arizona, if not the University of Minnesota. I think it was Arizona. And so that was one study. And the thought is that NR increases cell growth. And so it might increase the growth of cancer cells. Now, it's only been found once in that study. Let's look up NMN and cancer. I haven't seen that. NR stands for nicotinamide riboside. Check with your doctor, Texas Fire, and these generally are safe for healthy adults. How about taking all? Yeah, you can. Thyroid, these aren't directly related to thyroid. I'm on early today. Am I, Karina? I'm trying to come on at 10. I used to come on at 9:15. That was a little early for me. Okay. Yes, Jessica. I don't think MTHFR would affect lion's mane. Okay, NR is nicotinamide riboside. Piaget, you're welcome to comment. I just want to hear what your complaint is. You can say I'm full of BS. That's fine. You're welcome to. I'm not going to ban you from the chat for that. But what's up? I mean, I'm really talking science here. I'm not talking, I'm not talking politics here. All right. So I'm going to look up on the AI using ChatGPT. Actually, I wonder if I ran out of credits. I've been using it a lot. So ChatGPT, it's available for testing for free. If you use it a bunch, they will eventually ask you to pay for it, which I think is worth it. Thank you for all of you kind people who defended me. I appreciate that. Gosh darn it, I got to sign in here. Oh no, it's sending me a code. I can't do that. Might need to work today without AI because it's asking me to log in. I don't want to take too much time doing this. Okay, so let's search NMN and cancer. First thing that popped up, nmn.com. Wow, NMN has its own site. I wonder who runs that. NMN enhances the effect of natural killer cells, NK cells. These are immune cells that kill cancer cells. So to increase the lifespan of mice with cancer by nearly threefold. So natural killer cells, tumor suppression is amplified by NMN in a mouse model. Let me say that. I'm going to try to say that in English. So it looks like NMN increases natural killer cells, and these are powerful cells in the immune system. In this study, these mice had liver cancer, if I'm reading this correctly. Yes, they had liver cancer, and giving mice NMN increased the natural killer cells and suppressed the liver cancer. So that's cool. So this is an article, or at least this is a website promoting the cancer preventing impact of NMN. Let's see what else we got here. Why NMN does not increase the risk of cancer. Well, that's not an unbiased article. This is one. This looks like published research from 2000. This is published research. This is from Materials Chemistry Frontiers. This is from 2021, issue 2 of 2021. The article is called Effect of Beta Nicotinamide, which I believe is nicotinamide. It says effects of beta nicotinamide mononucleotide on tumor formation and growth in a lung cancer mouse model. Let me read this just a moment, please. I'm going to read this abstract. Ideally, I'm reading the whole article and critiquing it. I don't have time for that. And this is not my area of expertise. It would take me a while to decipher the mouse research and procedure. Our findings indicate that NMN does not prevent formation of lung cancer or restrain tumor growth, nor does it promote tumor growth. So this is specific to lung cancer. The other one was liver cancer. Cancer is very complex. And so NMN may suppress one type of cancer like liver cancer. It may have no effect on another type of cancer like lung cancer. And it may increase the risk of certain cancers like breast cancer. I don't know. There are some things that generally reduce cancer from all types. I believe melatonin is one of them. I don't think melatonin increases any type of cancer, and I believe it does reduce many types of cancer. Another one is curcumin. I believe curcumin has an impact of lowering most types of cancer and not increasing any. Can NMN supplements cause cancer? Let's read that one. Healthnews.com. I like this company. This is a health company. By the way, I recommend subscribing to Health News. They do good work. And if you want to subscribe to my newsletter, just simply click the link and then download my free report on supplements, or watch the masterclass on how to prevent Alzheimer's, and that'll automatically subscribe you to the newsletter. My newsletter is free. It's got health-related information in it. Okay. So let me read this quickly. As we age, NAD levels steadily decline, leaving us with less energy, inflammation, and cognitive impairments. So this article associates a decrease in NAD with an increase in with cognitive decline. Cognitive decline is the loss of memory, of attention, of focus, of thinking power as we age. Here's the question about NMN and the FDA. This explains it. Until recently, NMN was accepted as a dietary supplement, meaning it could be marketed as a dietary ingredient, meaning it could be marketed as a dietary supplement. The United States, the FDA in the United States, the Federal Drug Administration, the Food and Drug Administration does not regulate supplements. They don't approve supplements. They don't regulate supplements. They do prescription drugs. And then here's this continued. However, on October 11th, 2022, the FDA revoked that standing. So that means the FDA is no longer classifying NMN as a new dietary ingredient, meaning the FDA is taking steps to prevent NMN being a dietary supplement. As of right now, NMN is available as a dietary supplement. Interestingly, I got letters from supplement companies that I've worked with in the past saying we will no longer make supplements with NMN as of right now because of this. So that's kind of the legal issue. The legal issue is NMN is really powerful and it's getting really popular. And the FDA says this thing should not be a supplement. It should be regulated as a prescription drug. David Sinclair thinks this is a good thing because then we'll have a higher quality standard. That could be. As long as people can get it. If this is a longevity supplement, I hope it's available to, or longevity prescription drug, I hope it's available to everybody, right? I hope it's not just available to 80-year-olds or 70-year-olds or people with Alzheimer's disease. I hope it's available to me. I want to slow down and stop aging and reverse aging today. Okay. Here's what it says about cancer. Cancer, this is from J. Vincent Beltran, PhD candidate of molecular medicine. Cancer is in any patient is actually not really exact. That's a terrible sentence. Cancer in any patient is actually not really exactly the same. Why? I don't know why they didn't fix that sentence. I'm sorry. All right, so here's some research on cancer. I'm sorry, I don't mean to pick on this person. That just, it sounds like their sentence wasn't edited correctly. So here's research on NMN and cancer. In 2021, mice were injected with lung cancer cells to develop tumors, and they were received NMN injections daily for 2 weeks. Researchers measured tumors. They found that NMN did not increase tumor size. That's the research we just read. In 2016, researchers from Washington University in St. Louis examined the benefits of NMN in mice. They monitored the animals for an increase in risk in cancer. Some tumor cells are known to have a higher capability to synthesize NAD, so we were concerned that giving NMN might increase cancer incidence. But we have not seen any difference in cancer rates between the groups. So in a couple studies, it looks like NMN does not increase cancer. And my thought is if NMN reduces or slows down aging, it would then be associated with less cancer. Does that make sense? All right, so let me see what questions you have. Yeah, the FDA totally wants to control supplements. Where do you get NMN? So I'm going to show you the NMN that I use. Do I have it up here? Can I take it downstairs? I'm sorry, I took it downstairs. Yes, it's right here. So when I use, this is Life Force by Tony Robbins' company. This is a relatively expensive supplement. This is $70 a month if you subscribe. So Life Force. So if you search Life Force supplement, this has NMN in it. So that's the one that I'm taking. I got my parents taking it. I told my mother, I said, hey, the FDA is trying to regulate this. She's like, oh man, let's buy a bunch right now. She's lived long enough to know that government likes to regulate things. Sorry, I have chocolate on my mouth. The government likes to regulate things and they rarely let go. Melatonin is a hormone. Yes. It's about money. It's likely money and control. I do take NMN. I like to take NMN in the morning with fish oil and a B complex vitamin, resveratrol, and some other longevity supplements. Okay, any other questions about NMN? Did I explain that all? Thank you, Ashley, for posting that. I am 40 years old. Can I post all the supplements I take in a monthly schedule? It would be overwhelming. I'm probably going to make a program and I might include that as a bonus or include that as the program, like kind of the optimal health system that I've designed for my life. And then you can take pieces and put it in your life. I'll probably make that a program. It's too much for a video. And the video would get awful views because there'd be like 5 of you that want to watch it all the way through and you'd love it. And everybody else is like, this is too much. Is there a store to get these supplements? I get mine. So you can get this from Life Force. You get this lifeforce.com and search where to get Tony Robbins Life Force supplement. You can also get supplements on Amazon. Beautiful picture. Thank you. ChatGPT is free. It does. I've used it so much and now wants money from me. And so I need to pay. It's well worth it. Oh, hi, Minnie Mouse. Thank you, Karina. How much is it? It depends on what you get. This is $70 a month. Some NMN supplements are 30, 40, 50 a month. Okay. Any other questions about NMN and NR and NAD? I'm definitely not answering questions about that, Samir. I do not want to be banned. I've been banned talking about that. Yes, I am single. I don't have much time for a relationship right now. My days are pretty full. Resveratrol does work. Dose, 1,000 milligrams a day is what David Sinclair recommends. A resveratrol, I like this company, Tonic, Toniq. And so David Sinclair taught me this. Someone asked, how do you know if your resveratrol supplement's good? He said it should taste like burnt popcorn. So I ordered a bunch. And so I've done a lot of testing of supplements over the years. So I ordered a bunch and then I tasted it. I opened it and I tasted it. And I found one. This one tasted like burnt popcorn. So that was the resveratrol I was buying. You can't get NMN by itself. Search on Amazon. So Dan, lion's mane, the fresh lion's mane as a mushroom is great. Think of that differently as a supplement than a supplement. A supplement is something easy to take every day. It's hard to get lion's mane mushrooms every day. If you want to eat them every day, great. Eating mushrooms every day would be terrific for your health. It's very difficult, just like it's difficult to take enough cinnamon every day in your food. It's much easier to take a supplement. The supplement's called NMN, Lindale Moneyhue. Okay. I have heard of black seed oil. We talked about it yesterday, Mama Mia. Mama Mia, are you new to the channel? Oh, by the way, if you're just joining, please put your first name, where you're from in the chat. And if you are, and if you're new, please say hello. Love to know your name, where you're from. And we are talking about cinnamon coffee is totally great. I don't do GABA. There's questions about whether or not GABA is absorbed, whether or not it crosses the blood-brain barrier. We can talk about metformin. I just want to finish up NAD. I don't know. I like Dr. Amen. I haven't looked at his brain supplements. Magnesium's great. Try magnesium glycinate. So a dose of NMN, 1,000 milligrams a day. So Ludmila, you can read about my education and experience beneath my profile. If you click here, there's a link to my education, tell you all about what I've been up to. When can we expect your book or podcast? I can listen to you for hours. Thank you, Karina. If you want more of this content, click here or subscribe to my YouTube. So all this is available on YouTube for free, and you can listen to us, rewind, fast forward, and so forth. By the way, the live last night was really killer. Who was on the live last night and who was on the live on Friday? Those were just really good lives. Great questions. Okay, so we're going to go to, we'll do metformin next, and then we'll do a word from our sponsors. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate you posting that. Ashley and Karina, I so appreciate both of your help. How do you order my lion's mane? Thank you for asking. So let me take a pause right now and take a word from our sponsors, me. So I just released my supplement. Do I have it here? Oh, why did I take that off the desk? My lion's mane supplement. It's called Roar Lion's Mane. It is a mixture of lion's mane and 10 medicinal mushrooms, 10 including lion's mane. And so I searched for great supplement companies. I contacted over 33 different companies. This is the best quality supplement at the best price that I could find, and I'm passing the savings on to you. So if you want to get some great lion's mane, click here or click the link that Ashley's posted, and then click Roar Lion's Mane. I think it's the second and third down. And then it's just a payment page. And then I take those orders and I send that to the company, and you'll get your lion's mane. And so lion's mane is great for the brain. It reduces inflammation, so it protects the brain. Lion's mane also, it increases ATP, so it increases energy in the brain. So NMN increases NAD. Lion's mane increases ATP, so that's cool. Lion's mane also increases growth factors in the brain and helps grow new brain cells. And research from Dr. Elizabeth Gould at Princeton has found that growing new brain cells helps improve memory. So that's really, really cool. So lion's mane has all kinds of great benefits, very, very safe. And there's great research in both animals and humans to show that lion's mane can help in early stage Alzheimer's disease. And it just helps a regular healthy brain as well. Also helps with the immune system. Lion's mane is terrific. Also comes with a bunch of other great mushrooms like reishi and chaga and cordyceps and turkey tail, all kinds of wonderful things. I like to take it at night. It improves the quality of my sleep, and it helps make my dreams more vivid. If you've been taking lion's mane for a while, you know what I'm talking about. And so that's available, and that's I got you a really great price. It comes with free shipping. I want you to know that. And you get 4 bottles for $59 or 8 bottles for $98, including shipping. So that's a tremendous deal. It's like $15 or $12 a bottle, depending on which one you get, which is insanely good considering the quality. Oh, some things you want to look for. You don't need to buy from me, but some things you want to look for in a lion's mane supplement. One is you want to get third-party tested. That means that there is a company that's investigating it to make sure that what's on the label is what's inside the bottle. So third-party tested, really, really big deal. So look for that in all your supplements. So mine has that. And 2 is GMP certified. It stands for Good Manufacturing Practices. That means the company that is making it, the manufacturing company, is doing the right thing. So that's good. And then you want to look for a money-back guarantee on any supplements. Amazon has been good about that. Recently, they haven't been. I don't know why. But if you're a Prime member, usually they take care of you. So if you buy a supplement from me or anyone else, look for a money back guarantee. So that's one of the sponsors of today's show. Also from me are some free things. You get my free report, my top 10 supplements on top 10 brain supplements. These are supplements that improve your health, protect your brain, improve memory. I tell you what they do. I tell you what brands I take, why I take them, what to look for in a great supplement, even where to buy them. So that's great. That's available for free. That's available here. Just click the link tree that Ashley has posted and click free report, top 10 supplements. It's interesting. Someone asked me today, they said, "Hey, Robert, why don't you put together a list of all of the best of all the supplements someone should take and where to buy them and what to look for in a supplement?" I was like, "Great. I've already done that. Here you go." So that's for you for free. And then please share that with anyone who that will be helpful to. Another free gift to you from me is my free masterclass. That is a masterclass on how to prevent Alzheimer's disease. This is my passion in life. This is why I'm here. One of the reasons why I'm here is to help people prevent Alzheimer's disease. And I made a masterclass to help you do the things you need to do to reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease and live a longer, healthier life. That's also available at the link tree or here, or the link that Ashley posted. And click there. Again, just enter your name and email. That'll take you to the masterclass. I recommend doing that now and leave that open. I'll also send you a link to it in your email so you can watch that tomorrow morning. Bring a notepad, take that down. If anyone has gotten the top 10, gotten the free report or watched the masterclass, would you please comment below? Just let people know what you thought. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you learn stuff? Just let people know what you thought about that. That'd be super helpful. Next, there's another sponsor. It's the Harmony Pendant. The Harmony Pendant, it's something I wear at night. I also wear it during the day. I took it off to exercise. The Harmony Pendant helps reduce the negative impact of EMFs. EMFs are electromagnetic frequencies. These are greatly increasing in our environment. For those of you who are old enough, do you remember the old cell phones, like the big bricks, like you'd carry around like a suitcase and like there's this cord coming out of it. It had like a big antenna. Those things were kind of dangerous. There was really a strong risk of brain cancer with those. The EMFs were really dangerous from those. So the EMFs are less dangerous now. They're less from different devices, but we have so many devices. It's now pretty concentrated. Some people are really sensitive to EMFs. Is anyone really sensitive to EMFs? Does anyone have trouble with EMFs? Some people have trouble sleeping. Some people are getting brain fog from it. Can we see it? Can you see the Harmony Pendant? Yeah, let me go grab it. All right, y'all discuss in the chat. Let me grab my supplement bottle and the EMFs and the chain. Okay, thank you for waiting. So this is the Harmony Pendant. It looks pretty cool. And so what they did was there's a test, there's a study that 10 different doctors did in 9 different clinical centers. And what they found is that wearing this improved what's called heart rate variability, which basically means heart health, generally speaking. This is really, really important. Hi, Victoria. Good evening. And so, that they measured heart rate variability either on the wrist or with some other device. And this improved heart rate variability by 700%, also improved mood and energy. That's a big darn deal. And so I don't know how this works. I don't know the physics of EMF waves and how this works. I don't know. I can tell you I do feel something when I wear this. It is calming. And many people report a benefit of it, specifically with sleep. And then there are medical doctors and functional medicine doctors who are involved in this study. I think these were medical doctors in this study that are putting their reputation on the line publishing this study. And there are medical doctors and functional medicine doctors that are recommending this. How this works is beyond my level of expertise. I don't know. I can only tell you I wear it and I like it. And if you're having troubles with sleep or troubles with brain fog, this is probably worth a try. There's a great sale for the holidays. This is normally $150 American. You can get it, I think, for $88, and it comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee. So if this doesn't improve your sleep, if it doesn't improve your brain fog, if you're getting it for a specific purpose, you don't notice the benefit, please send it back. It's worth a try. I mean, spending $80 to improve your sleep is, for me, that's a no-brainer. So that's what that is. That's the Harmony pendant. That's the first thing in the link tree. So we covered the lion's mane, we covered the Harmony pendant, we covered the free reports. Oh, also, some people are asking about sustainable weight loss. Who wants to lose some weight and keep it off in the new year? So according to the research, 40% of Americans are obese, 70% are overweight. So I'm guessing between 40 and 70% of you would probably like to lose some weight. That's pretty understandable. And you probably want to do it in a sustainable way that works and that keeps the weight off. Probably a lot of you have lost weight in the past and you might have gained it and even more. This often happens when people go on the keto diet. They will go on keto and they'll lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 50 pounds, and then they'll go off keto and they'll go off of it in a not good way. And then they'll gain the weight back, which is really discouraging. It's actually quite dangerous. It's more dangerous to lose the weight and gain it back than it is to not lose the weight. So it's better to stay 200 pounds than it is to drop down to 180 and then go back to 200. That's actually really hard on the body. Those of you who have done that know what I'm talking about. So if you're committed to losing the weight and keeping it off, and you're tired of the yo-yo diets, and you're tired of doing things that don't work in the long term, I invite you to apply for a free weight loss roadmap with Chad Tackett and his team. Chad Tackett is one of the world's leading experts in weight loss, sustainable weight loss. He's been in this industry 27 years. He's worked with tens of thousands of people, and he's gotten tremendous results. And then he's opened up 16 slots per week for me and my followers. And so if you are interested in this, click the link and then scroll down to Chad Tackett free weight loss roadmap. So click the Linktree link that Ashley's been posting or Karina's been posting, and apply for a free weight loss roadmap. What they'll do is they'll ask you some questions about how much weight you want to lose, your body type, what foods you like, what exercises you like. They'll create a roadmap that they'll send you about how you're going to lose that weight and keep it off, and then they'll do a call with you to walk you through it. And then if you want to work with them, you are invited to do that. You do not have to. The call is totally free. Okay. Next, if you have hormone challenges, if you're having a brain fog due to hormones, if you're having issues regarding menopause or thyroid, I invite you to schedule a free session with Dr. Shannon. Dr. Shannon is a functional medicine doctor. I've had her on the call. Who's seen Dr. Shannon? Would you blow up the chat and post some love about Dr. Shannon, the wonderful Dr. Shannon? She's terrific. She specializes in hormones specifically for women. And if you'd like to optimize your hormones, optimize your health, great time to do it. Get started before the new year, get that momentum going. You can schedule a free session with her. That's underneath my profile as well. And then the Lion's Mane coffee replacement. That's got organic lion's mane, organic reishi, organic chaga, organic turkey tail, and then curcumin. It's got curcumin. Curcumin's great for protecting the brain, reducing the risk of Alzheimer's disease. And it's got black pepper to increase the absorption of curcumin. All kinds of great stuff in there. Who's gotten it's the Lion's Mane coffee replacement? Who's gotten that? Who likes it? Minnie Mouse, I know you like it. Who else has gotten that? You're welcome, Slick Sly. Ashley was there. Yeah, Dr. Shannon's amazing. Yeah, she was really great, Minnie Mouse. Kim watched it. Okay, so who's either had the Lion's Mane, my supplement, or the Omium, the Lion's Mane coffee replacement, and would like to say anything about it? Kate, you have it! Exclamation point. Did you like it? Where do I get the coffee? This coffee? This is from a friend of mine. I met her at the airport. She's a small business owner, and she was going down to Guatemala to check on her fields. This is rather expensive. This is $50 for a pound, which is really, really pricey. But if you want really premium coffee, this is really good. This is via Guatemala. This is the Mayan warrior, if you're asking about coffee. So who's gotten the Omium? Who really likes it? So it looks like Angela really likes it. We got some Lion's Mane, some hearts there. How does it taste? It tastes amazing. Is it the same as mud water? It is different. If you have mud water, give this a try. It comes with the money back guarantee. Also, you just made your first cup. Kim, how is it? If you have mud water, give this a try. I bet you will like this better. And see how you feel. People notice a difference immediately. I noticed a difference right away. I was like, oh my gosh, my brain's alive with this. It's terrific. I also take this before exercise. And I get less brain fog after exercise. Sometimes I'm really tired after exercise because my muscles are sucking up all the glucose and my head is just in oxygen and my head's just tired. This, for some reason, it really helps. It's terrific. How much for a pound? So Omium is $50. When you subscribe, it drops down to 40. And then if you use my discount, which is Love15, it drops down to 33. So it's like $1 a serving, and it improves productivity. $1 a day to increase your productivity. That's got to be worth it. It's got to be worth it. I like the taste of Omium. So good with MCT oil. Awesome, Kate. Thank you. Angela Fit. It tastes really good. Your brother's going through a dementia study. Well, thank you. Thank him for participating in research. It's important. I'm doing a clinical trial. I'm running a clinical trial myself. It's really important. Hi there, Gina from California. Omi's great. Omi's amazing. Awesome. Kim, I really like the Omium. Fantastic. Notice to boost and focus. Fantastic. I'm addicted to Omium. Yeah, Minnie Mouse. I know, it's so good. I asked the companies, like, they were going to send me one a month. I was like, yo, you got to send me like 4 a month. I'm using this thing all the time. It's so good. Okay. So I'm late to the party. You're here in time. Don't worry. Samir, I'm not super familiar with Addison's disease. It does ship to Canada. Make sure you subscribe because it saves you $10 off the bat. And you're going to want to subscribe to this for life. I want to subscribe to this for life unless something changes. And it's great. Okay. Any other questions about that? Just subscribed. Awesome work. Yes, I do both Roar and Omium. I take Omium during the day and I do Roar at night, and they're different. If you're on a budget, you could do one or the other. They're both great. Roar Lion's Mane is going to be a little bit less expensive. If you buy, let's say you buy the 4 months worth, that'll be $14 a month. Omium is going to be between 30 and 50, depending on whether or not you subscribe. So Roar is a less expensive Lion's Mane option than Omium. They're both great. I recommend investing in your health. Give them both a try. They both come with a money back guarantee. If you don't like either one of them, send them back. You get to keep it. So if you try Roar Lion's Mane, by the way, I got it. This is Roar Lion's Mane. Here are the ingredients: lion's mane, cordyceps, reishi mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms, maitake, turkey tail, chaga, white button mushroom. And it is third-party tested, which means a company tests this to make sure that what's on the label is what's in the bottle. And it's also GMP certified, made in the USA, and it is vegan. The capsule is made out of cellulose, vegetable cellulose. All right. Moving forward. Any questions? I don't know Mariva curcumin. Curcumin's good. Good night, Slick Sly. Thanks for being here. Is there a link somewhere? Yes, Jeannie. The link is right here. And then Ashley and or Karina, would you please post the link? That would be super helpful. So you can click there. You can get and please, if you're here, 2 requests. One, there's a free survey. There's a free study on Alzheimer's disease and risk factors of Alzheimer's disease. Please spend 5 minutes to just take that. If you would do that now, that'd be super helpful. I'm trying to collect data. If the data is good, I'm going to publish it, but I'm going to share the research with you. That's a research project. Next, please subscribe to me on at least one other platform. I'm a little concerned about the stability of TikTok because the government's getting kind of itchy about it. And so I don't want it to get shut down. I don't want to lose this contact with you. So subscribe to me on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or all 3. And that way, when I do more lives, you'll be notified about that, even if TikTok goes away. And if you want to message me, those other platforms work well. It's hard to message me on TikTok. It's easier to message me on Instagram. Okay. I'm sorry. The website doesn't accept PayPal. It's just credit cards. Yes, I will totally talk about fluoride-free water if you like. Does soda hurt your brain? Yeah, it hurts your brain, hurts your body, hurts your liver, hurts everything. Thank you, Ashley and Karina. You rock. You take magnesium now. Awesome. Turmeric or curcumin? Curcumin's better, Buckeye fan. Curcumin's like turmeric on steroids. Any side effects? Yes, awesomeness. The side effects are awesome. Some people, seriously, some people do have a negative side effect of lion's mane who are allergic to mushrooms. That's important. I will also, someone was looking up lion's mane and what was it? Kidneys? Lion's mane and kidneys. Someone asked me about black seed oil and kidneys. They're like, does black seed oil hurt kidneys? I said, I don't know. Let me look. And it showed that black seed oil was beneficial to kidneys. Oh man, this is so good. I'm like feeling this in my brain as I'm drinking all this Omium lion's mane chocolate. It's so very, very good. 9 health benefits of lion's mane. Let me look up side effects of lion's mane. Abdominal discomfort, nausea, and skin rash. Those are for people who probably are allergic to it. It looks like it may not do well with blood clotting medications like warfarin. So warfarin's I think it's warfarin's blood pressure. And so it kind of thins the blood. So I think lion's mane may slightly thin the blood. Potential side effects of lion's mane. They're mostly allergenic. Allergenic. So if you're allergic, it can cause problems. Hopefully, you know if you're allergic to mushrooms. Hopefully, you've been eating mushrooms at some point in your life, and you know enough to help you. Hello, Robert. I emailed you my address so you can check my order. I haven't gotten it yet. When did you email me? Can you message me on Instagram? That would be best. And then my Instagram is the same as here, Robert W.B. Love. N-acetylcysteine, that's a great question. N-acetylcysteine is a precursor to glutathione, so it increases glutathione. That's really helpful. Okay, any other questions about that? And then let's move on. Yeah, we're going to talk about resveratrol. Let's do that next. Any side effects from Om-Yum? Totally awesomeness. Like, that's so very, very good. I'm going to give it a try. It's so good. How do you find me on Instagram? Robert W.B. Love is my name. On Instagram, you can also click the Linktree link, and then there's an Instagram link on there. So if you want to send me a private message, do that on Instagram. And please follow me on Instagram. I'm going to start doing lives there. I'm going to try to sleep. I will wake up and catch the rest. No, don't do that. Watch it on YouTube. Watch it on the replay. And then you can fast forward or rewind if you want to listen to more stuff. I'll be back. I got to check out your link. Just can't wait. Yeah, check out the link. Fantastic. Okay. Why is curcumin good? Curcumin reduces inflammation and also prevents the accumulation of plaque. I'm so glad you found me too, Nettie. Thank you, Karina. Okay. Fantastic, Apollo. I don't know about Mariva curcumin. Okay, so let's talk about resveratrol. So we're talking, yes, TRD. I asked, so Hawaii is the same cost as the continental US. So, I talked to the supplement company. You can order from Canada, from Mexico, even from Europe. So anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world, anywhere on Earth. I don't know if it's going to get to Antarctica. I don't think we deliver there, but if you want to order it, you can try. Pretty much anywhere on Earth, we can send the Roar Lion's Mane supplement. So if you want to try that, right now it includes free shipping, so there's no additional cost to that. Assuming the supplement company gave me the right information, that'll work. So that's really cool. So I'm excited about that. I know there were people from Europe and Mexico yesterday who wanted to order. I've gotten a couple orders from Canada. Right now I live in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I'm moving to Miami. Where can I order? With the Linktree link, you can click here, or Ashley and Karina are posting the link. Click there and then click. If you want to get my Lion's Mane supplement, it's the Roar Lion's Mane supplement that comes from free shipping. Doesn't curcumin have aspirin properties? That's interesting, Skywatcher. So it has blood thinning properties, and we associate aspirin with blood thinning. And I don't think it's very severe. Does curcumin thin the blood? By the way, I got to figure out how to do the commercials faster. So I'm trying to do it like as a 5-minute, here's from our sponsors, and then it takes like 15 because I'm answering questions and I'm kind of going into the science. I don't really want to do that. I want to be able to do the commercials fast and then get back to it. If you have any suggestions on how I can talk about the show's sponsors in a better way, I'd love to hear it. So I wanted to make it fun, and I don't want it to feel like I'm trying to sell you a bunch of stuff. I'm really just trying to hang out with you. And I want you to know about the things I put together for you, the free offers, the other experts to work with, like Chad Tackett, and then the things that I use that I want you to know about, like the Om-Yum, like the Lion's Mane, and so forth. Okay, here you are. Who asked this? Skywatcher. So curcumin, this is from medicalnews.com. Curcumin is an active ingredient in turmeric and appears to have anti-inflammatory and blood thinning and anticoagulant properties. A 2019 review indicates that turmeric may help block blood clotting and advises caution when combining turmeric with blood thinning drugs. So if you're on warfarin or other blood thinning drugs, it's not like it's not going to make them work. It just might thin your blood a little bit more. So you might be able to reduce your prescription drug, which I would say is good. Boy, I got chocolate on my mouth the whole live. I am moving to Miami. Turmeric is a slight blood thinner, yes. My friend, can you tell me the name of the brand? Hi, Jose Manuel. The lion's mane. It's called Roar Lion's Mane, and you can get it with the link here. Is that the brand you're talking about? And then there's the lion's mane coffee. That's called Omyum, and you can get it if you scroll up. There's the Linktree link posted by Karina. Jose Manuel. Yes, I will still do lives from Miami. Jenks Free Thinker? I think so. That's what I was told this morning. So buy some, give it a try. If I get a huge bill from them, I might ask you for a little bit more money. But as of right now, the shipping costs to anywhere in the world are approximately the same. So give it a try. Okay, let's talk about resveratrol. So we're talking about longevity supplements, right? Awesome, Apollo. Let's meet up. That'd be great. Yes, reduce rat poison. That would be good. Yes, there's. So let me talk about lead in chocolate real quickly. That's weird. I was surprised to hear that, and I don't know how much lead is in the chocolate. Evidently, it's how they're leaving it when they're harvesting the chocolate. They're leaving it out on like pavement, and somehow it's picking up lead. That was very strange. Cadmium. So I was in the chocolate business for about a year. I was making super healthy chocolate. I would state with some certainty that I made the world's healthiest chocolate for the brain. I had curcumin and Ceylon cinnamon and matcha and lion's mane and black pepper in it. It was so darn good for your brain. It was crazy good. And I was talking to chocolate companies that were supplying me the chocolate, and they said, so this chocolate comes from Guatemala, or this chocolate comes from South America, and there's cadmium in the soil. That's natural, and it's a relatively low dose, but if you're in California, you have to label it as having cadmium. I said, okay, no big deal. That's now, so when they said that they had cadmium in the chocolate, I wasn't too worried. That made sense to me. The lead really threw me off. And so a company I really like that I talk about a lot is Hue. Now, I like them because their product tastes good and it's healthy. And listen to this, they're really trying to do the right thing. This is compostable. And it says no refined sugar, no cane sugar, no sugar alcohols, no dairy, no soy, no palm oils, no lecithins, no emulsifiers, USDA organic, fair trade. They're really trying to do the right thing. I really believe that. Boy, I got such a head rush drinking this Omyum with the lion's mane. I'm really feeling it right now. So I like that company, and I want to give them a chance to tell me what's going on, because I like talking about their product. I eat their product. My parents eat their product. I want to be safe. So I'm going to find out more. So that's what's going on with that. I'll probably do a video about that. All right, let's talk resveratrol. So resveratrol, thank you. Thank you, Anderson. So resveratrol, this was publicized by Dr. David Sinclair, a geneticist from Harvard, back around 2000, I think. And he found in his laboratory that mice given resveratrol, monkeys, I think they were doing research in monkeys and mice, it basically, resveratrol activated the survival gene, the longevity gene, very similar to fasting. And basically resveratrol helps activate SIRT1, similar to NAD. NAD, if you were here earlier, NAD is an energy source used pretty much in every cell of your body. If you don't get it, if you don't have NAD, you basically die within 30 seconds. And NAD fuels SIRT1. Silent Information Regulator. SIRT stands for Silent Information Regulator 1. This SIRT1 repairs DNA, basically. And so it helps with longevity, anti-aging, and slows down aging by repairing DNA. So we have fewer errors in our DNA as our cells replicate. So resveratrol does basically the same thing. It does it differently. And so resveratrol helps turn on longevity by turning on activating SIRT1. And resveratrol, they distilled it from red wine, I believe. It's found naturally in red wine. That's interesting, Jack. That would be really shocking. because I don't have the risk factors for it. I'm not diabetic. I don't think I have exposure to heavy metals. I have relatively low stress. Well, I have reasonably high work stress, but I don't have high relationship stress. I meditate, and I think the exercise and the diet really protects me. It would be very strange if I were diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. I would know it kind of early on and be like, hey, my memory's not right. I'm going to do this, this, and this, and really take care of it. That'd be very odd. And by the time I'm in the risk factor group of like, so most Alzheimer's disease happens after age 65, just so you know. And so by the time I'm 65, so in 25 years, the science is going to be so much further along that I don't think my generation Alzheimer's will be cut in half if we use the science that'll be available to us. It could be in half now if everyone would read Dale Bredesen's book and do it. They'll just give up the sugar, the packaged foods, the bad fats, do the diet, take the supplements, daily exercise. If people just daily exercise, I think Alzheimer's could be cut, at least reduce it by 25%. That would be very ironic. I would be very public about that too. I'd be like, hey, everybody, I've been talking about this for 25 years. And I was just diagnosed with early stage Alzheimer's disease. This is really strange. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to exercise more. I'm going to travel. I'm going to learn the piano. I'm going to I'm going to double my lion's mane. I'm going to meditate for 4 hours a day. Yeah, that'd be very odd. I don't think collagens have heavy metals. I don't know why they would. You're welcome, Karina. Okay, questions about resveratrol. It is spelled, how is it? I think it's resvertrol. Might be AL. I don't often spell it as resveratrol. resveratrol. Excuse me. The company I like for resveratrol is this one, Tonic, TONIQ. This is not resveratrol, but this is the same brand, TONIQ. Probably can't read that. Tonic resveratrol. So the way you know if it's good resveratrol, so the way to know if a supplement's good, number one, is look for third-party tested, and number two, look for GMP certified. Those are two things to look for in a good supplement. Third-party tested means what's on the label is what's in the bottle. This is very, very important. GMP certified means that the production company is doing the right thing and doing manufacturing in the right way. Resveratrol, David Sinclair shared this. You want to taste it. Open up a capsule and taste it. See if it tastes like burnt popcorn. That's the stuff you're looking for. That's real resveratrol. Make sure you take your resveratrol with some food, with some fat. That increases the absorption. Resveratrol, David Sinclair said, is like brick dust, and it's hard to absorb. And so take it with some food. Also, I take resveratrol every other day. I don't take it every day. And this is from David Sinclair's research, where he found that mice given resveratrol every other day lived longer than the mice who got it every day. So there might be something about not taking it every day. We don't know. The human body is complex. Biology is complex. So for those of you who don't know, weight loss is more complex than calories in, calories out. Let me give an example. So if you eat a handful of almonds, there's a certain amount of calories in those almonds. If you eat that same amount of almonds but has almond butter, it still has the same amount of calories, but your body absorbs more. Why? Because it's more digestible. That's interesting. So same food, same amount of food, but just one's the butter, one's the almonds. One of them increases calorie absorption. That's very interesting. And so it's not as simple as calories in, calories out, because there's absorption issues. And then another one is hormones. So your level of insulin affects how many calories are going to be stored as fat, if any, right? It's very difficult to store calories as fat. It's very difficult to store fat without insulin. I don't know if it's possible. It may be. It likely is. The body's kind of complex like that. But generally speaking, insulin promotes the storage of energy, including the storage of fat. First, insulin drives glucose into cells. Then insulin turns glucose into glycogen for short-term storage. And then insulin turns glucose into fat for long-term storage. Now, can you do that without insulin? Not nearly as much. And so if you eat food, but don't eat food that spikes insulin, you're going to store a lot less of that food, that energy as fat just because you don't spike insulin. So it's not as simple as calories in, calories out. Make sense? So resveratrol, how does resveratrol extend life, or how does it slow down aging? That's one answer. And then why does it do it better in mice if you only do it every other day? We don't quite know. There are hypotheses, there are theories, but the human body's complex. I mean, it's so complex. We got, or scientists got, I don't get credit for this because I didn't do the research. Scientists thought for decades that cholesterol was bad, that dietary cholesterol is bad. Some people still believe this. In fact, probably most people still believe it. Raise your hand, blow up the chat if you believe that eating dietary cholesterol is bad for your health. It's all right if you do. I won't pick on you. Most people believe that, I believe. Research shows that blood cholesterol, serum cholesterol, is unrelated to dietary cholesterol. Most of the cholesterol we eat in our food, like egg yolks, gets basically turned into bile. Bile is the digestive juices that help you digest food. So egg yolks, we absorb the nutrients and then take the cholesterol and turn that into bile. That doesn't increase blood cholesterol or serum cholesterol long term. Make sense? And it makes perfect sense to think that if I eat cholesterol, that becomes cholesterol in my bloodstream. That makes sense. And that's what scientists thought. And that's what was promoted for optimal health. Same thing with fat. The theory was if you eat fat, that becomes fat on your body. It's not that simple. And in fact, if you don't eat foods that spike insulin and glucose, it's unlikely that fat's going to become fat on your body because you need hormones to store it as fat. So the human body is very complex. We are still learning. It's a great time to be alive because we're getting, I think, some pretty solid answers, and we're getting a lot of tools to regulate our, not to regulate, but to help our bodies be healthy. For example, yesterday we talked about black seed oil. Who was here for the black seed oil? Who posted that? Or excuse me, who was here for the live last night on black seed oil? By the way, flamingo is my power animal. I love flamingos. My mother gave me flamingo socks for Christmas. They're super fun. I got a lot of hearts for flamingos. Is that right? When I go to Burning Man, I wear a lot of pink. I like wearing colors. Colors are fun. All right, it was very good. What did you learn with that? I'm on day 2 of black seed oil. I feel like I'm going to the bathroom a lot. Leah, are you taking it as a pill or are you taking it as an oil? I recommend the pill. It's just going to be, it's just easier to dose. Lots of flamingos in Florida. Yes. Oh, so resveratrol, the dosage that I take is 1,000 milligrams every other day. So I'll take it 3 days a week or 4 days a week. I don't know if that's normal euphoric melody. I don't know how Cipralex, I don't know what Cipralex does, and I don't know the interactions with alcohol. That's something to investigate. And first of all, see if it's safe. Some medications are very unsafe with alcohol. For example, antibiotics are not good to take with alcohol, generally speaking. And generally speaking, so alcohol is just not good for the brain. It's not good for the liver. It's not good for the gut. It's not good for your memory. It's not good for your sleep. Alcohol it's not a trade-off I make anymore. It's just not worth it to me. Some people do fine with it. Now, if your boyfriend is taking medication, it's really important to look up to see if that medication interacts with alcohol, because it could be very dangerous. And so please consult your pharmacist. Your pharmacist, I mean, you could call the pharmacy. You can also search that on a search engine. Let's do that right now since we're talking about Cipralex and alcohol. I don't know what Cipralex does. Alcohol dangers. Lexapro and alcohol should be avoided due to potentially dangerous side effects. Lexapro. Even a small amount of alcohol can lead to a large amount of unpleasant effects. Mixing these two substances actually lead to heightened symptoms of depression and anxiety. So that's Lexapro. What is Cipralex? Is Cipralex Lexapro? Is Cipralex and Lexapro the same thing? L-citalopram is the generic name for Lexapro and Cipralex. So yes, they're the same thing. And according to this, it's a really bad idea to mix those. So please tell your boyfriend, please don't mix those. This doesn't sound like that's good for anybody. The brand of resveratrol, tonic, T-O-N-I-Q, 1,000 milligrams every other day. Do I know supplements for repairing the vagus nerve? I do not. I would say probably one of the best things to do for the vagus nerve is to optimize your gut bacteria. And the process of that is removing processed foods and adding in more whole foods like vegetables, some fruits, whole plants. Your gut bacteria love fiber. What else would you like to know about cholesterol? It's really, really important. Our body will make cholesterol. So the cholesterol our body makes, our cholesterol in our body is actually the cholesterol that we make. And some believe that the cholesterol in our blood vessels, I watched this in a really cool documentary. The cholesterol in our blood vessels is actually meant to kind of like patch up damaged blood vessels. So kind of like masonry work. And so our blood vessels get inflamed because we're eating too much sugar and our blood sugar is getting too high, and this causes damage to the blood vessels, or we're eating other things that are damaging the blood vessels. And so the body responds by making cholesterol and putting it there to kind of help protect the blood vessels. Makes sense, right? And so the cholesterol in our blood vessels, our arteries, our veins is not from food, generally speaking. Most of that becomes bile, which is digestive juices. And it's believed that the cholesterol in our blood vessels is the body's response to inflammation and high levels of sugar. High levels of sugar are very damaging. It's difficult to understand because it doesn't make sense. And I don't understand the mechanism. And I've searched, I've done some research on this. I don't understand the exact mechanism. What I do know, and science is pretty consistent on this, high levels of blood sugar are dangerous. They're just dangerous. They can hurt your organs. They can damage your kidneys. They can cause organ shutdown. That's a problem. They can cause death. That's a problem. Talk to someone who's type 1 diabetic. People with type 1 diabetes died. They died as children because their body, they just had heightened levels of, they couldn't use sugar as energy. And number two, they had high levels of blood glucose, chronically high, and that killed them. So high levels of sugar literally are deadly. And so what your body does is that your liver your pancreas secretes enzymes, or secretes hormones like insulin. Insulin promotes the storage of sugar to fat. I'm going on low power. All right, hopefully I don't lose power here. And so insulin helps reduce blood sugar levels. And if your body isn't able to store the sugar as glycogen or inside of cells to use it for energy, your liver will then convert that sugar into fat. And sometimes that fat gets stored around the organs, that's belly fat, or it gets stored around a liver fat. Alcohol does the same thing. Your body wants to reduce levels of blood alcohol, and your liver does that. And your liver, I'm sorry, I just read a comment that distracted me. And so what your liver does is that it then stores some of that energy as fat, sometimes around the liver, and that's very, very dangerous over time. So high blood sugar levels are very, very dangerous. I just want you to understand that. And so sometimes those high blood sugar levels can damage tissues and organs, and even your vasculature, your blood vessels. And so your body may be putting cholesterol in your blood vessels to help repair them or protect them from chronically high levels of blood sugar. This is a theory that's based upon the evidence. What I just shared with you is not accepted by everyone. I don't know if it's true. This is what I've pieced together. This is what makes sense to me. This might be part of the story. This is probably not the complete story, but that's how I understand it. This will probably be updated as more science comes about. But in the research that I've done, the documentaries that I've watched, the papers I've read, the experts I've talked to, that is one potential way that cholesterol may be getting into our blood vessels. If it's not from our food, is that it's the body protecting, repairing itself from chronically high levels of sugar and high levels of inflammation. All right. So questions about that. Karina, you have belly fat? I'm sorry. Let's work on that. Have you gotten any black seed oil? So the black seed oil, those of you who were here yesterday, remember this. Black seed oil reduces inflammation. In a review of studies, black seed oil reduces the two markers of inflammation, C-reactive protein and tumor necrosis factor alpha, if I remember correctly, or IL-6. Is two of those three. And it increases superoxide dismutase, which is really cool. Superoxide dismutase is a major antioxidant in the body. And black seed oil reduces visceral fat. Visceral fat is around the viscera, the belly fat. It reduces the belly fat compared to subcutaneous fat. This is like the butt fat, the jiggly fat. That's not nearly as dangerous. Fat on your butt is not nearly as dangerous as fat around the belly. That's very dangerous. And so if you have it, you probably want to lose that for health reasons, also cosmetic reasons. And so how to lose belly fat? Well, a low carb diet can be helpful, and please work with a weight loss specialist. That can be very helpful. And black seed oil, supplements of black seed oil, 2,000 milligrams a day in a double-blind placebo-controlled study was shown to reduce belly fat better than the placebo. That's really cool. So that's worth looking at. Is there anything for autoimmune disease? Yes. Go gluten-free. That's been helpful to a lot of people. All right, that's the end of my Lion's Mane coffee replacement. Gosh, that's good. So I don't have a particular brand of black seed oil that I'm recommending. By me sharing it, I'm implicitly recommending it. I'm not ready to do that yet. I'll tell you what to look for in a black seed oil. I've tried two or three. From what I can tell, no, I've tried at least three. I think I've ordered 4. They're basically the same. They've all been helpful that I've experienced. So what I'd recommend is looking for one that's third-party tested and GMP certified. So if you go into a large online store that sells supplements, search black seed oil, and then read a couple of them and see if they are third-party tested. All right. I don't know, Euphoric. That's interesting. I'm not sure. The MM Cell, how are you? Good to see you. Can I tell you when to take the black seed oil capsules? Yeah, so black seed oil, I would take that with fat. I would take that with some food. That's helpful. So you can take it with fish oil, take it with MCT oil, take it with your bulletproof coffee. Take it with some fat. That'll increase absorption. Good, Karina. I'm glad you're working on it. And you're in the right place. If you're just here and you're in the lion's den, you're not watching television, you're not playing video games, you're not, you're probably not snacking on junk food. Is anyone snacking on junk food? I'm just curious. I bet the amount of people snacking on junk food while you're in the lion's den here with the other evolving lions, I bet it's pretty low. How does it reduce visceral fat? I don't know. That's really interesting. So there's a couple questions to ask in science. What works? What, right? So someone might raise their hand. I want to lose weight. I want to burn fat. What can I take? I have an answer for you. Based upon the research, black seed oil can be helpful. And then other people ask, how does it work? That's a really good question. We don't know. Does it increase metabolism? Does it block the buildup of fat? Does it burn fat? Does it simply just access the fat as energy? Does it work on some other mechanism whereby your body simply gets rid of fat? I don't know. It does it work on multiple mechanisms? My guess is it probably works on multiple mechanisms. Most things do. I don't know. We don't have a mechanism for how it works. We simply know, based upon the research, that it likely helps most people, or at least in larger studies, it does work. Where do you find black seed oil? Search your favorite online store. How is it taken? I like the pill. It's just easier. You can buy the liquid. You can buy the liquid in a big bottle, but then you got to measure it out. And some people who have taken it says it upsets their stomach. I've taken multiple pills. It does not upset my stomach. You were here and you learned so much. Awesome, Leah. Intermittent fasting helps with belly fat. Awesome, Apollo. Yeah, intermittent fasting is great. Start slowly on intermittent fasting. Start with like 12 hours and then move up to 14 if you like. Men do better on 16 to 18 hours. Women do better on 12 to 14, generally speaking. Doesn't mean if you're a woman that you can't intermittent fast for 16, 18, or 20 hours. A friend of mine back in Boulder, she did a 9-day water fast. Only water for 9 days. I haven't done that. I've only done a water fast for 3 days. I think that's the most I've done. I might have done 4, but that was years ago. I want to do 3 days again to increase autophagy. Autophagy is self-eating. And so what that does is it basically cleans out older cells. Let's check on our YouTube friends here. Hi, YouTube friends. Hi, Victoria. Hi, Laura Lynn. Laura Lynn. Good to see you. RM. Great. Good evening, Victoria. If I don't drink coffee ever, will it make me wacky? It's kind of like your first alcoholic drink, Laura Lynn. So if you've never had alcohol, will your first drink make you wacky? Yeah. I mean, caffeine is a serious drug. It's serious in that it has a big impact. By the way, the most consumed drugs on planet Earth are, you can probably guess them. Number 1 is caffeine. Number 2 is alcohol. Number 3 is nicotine. Number 4 is cannabis or marijuana. Those are the top 4 consumed drugs by humans on planet Earth. If you've never had coffee, or if you don't drink coffee and you have it, you've never had it before, it's a drug trip. You'll experience increased heart rate. You'll experience increased energy, increased alertness. You might have euphoria. You'll feel different. It's a wild trip. If you want to really increase it, have L-tyrosine with it. L-tyrosine plus coffee is really wild. That's really big on the dopamine. Okay, RM. Hugh really had high levels of cadmium and lead. I know. I'm trying to find out what's going on with that. Do I worry about overloading my liver? No, I don't worry about overloading my liver. Here's 2 reasons why. Number 1, I don't eat processed sugar, and 2, I don't drink alcohol. If I do either of those, I do them in very small amounts. Those are things that stress the liver. They tax the liver. Sugar taxes the liver, and alcohol taxes the liver. So I don't take either one of those very much, and so my liver is in pretty good shape. I also drink a fair amount of water. By the way, this is fluoride-free water with magnesium in it. So someone has Parkinson's disease. Yeah, you're going to love. Can't wait to try the opium or the omium. Spell that, please. Which one would you like me to spell, Buffy? You got your omium. So good. Awesome, Jewel. Yeah, the omium. So good. Yeah, 9 days. Yeah, you've done 9 days? It's a big deal. Love this info. You're so welcome, Susie. You found your 6-pack on intermittent fasting. Yeah, totally. Okay, it looks like y'all are talking to each other in the chat. That's great. By the way, please continue to talk to each other in the chat. I'm just trying to look for questions. I don't have a holy grail supplement. I mean, if I were to recommend one for most people, I'd probably start with my Lion's Mane supplement. A couple reasons. One, it's got 10 medicinal mushrooms in it, not just lion's mane. So it's got a great effect there. Number 2, it's really high quality. Number 3, lion's mane is really powerful for the brain. It reduces inflammation and it protects the brain. It also increases energy in the brain by increasing ATP. It improves the immune system and it helps grow new brain cells. So it does a bunch of different things. And I made this supplement really affordable. So a high quality supplement like this would ordinarily sell for something like $47 or $49 a bottle. I made a great offer for you for the holidays where it's like $14 or $15 a bottle. So someone who wants to start taking supplements, I would start with this because it's a really high quality supplement. It's really important and it's a great price and it comes with a money back guarantee. So I'd start someone there. Curcumin is another one to take that's really great. Magnesium is one that most of us would do really well taking. If I were a broke college student, I'd find a way to get aniracetam. So when I was in college, a bunch of people were taking Adderall to focus and study. I would say aniracetam is way, way better than Adderall. And by the way, I'm prescribed Adderall. I'm not recommending anybody take Adderall. It's a prescription drug. It's a Schedule II narcotic. It's very tightly regulated. If you're not prescribed it and you're caught with it, it can be a big deal. So please follow your local laws. And aniracetam is unscheduled, meaning it's legal to buy, it's legal to sell, it's legal to possess, and therefore it's legal to use in the United States. In Europe, it's a prescription drug, and it's very safe, and it improves focus, memory, and attention by increasing acetylcholine. So if I were a college student and I were trying to study, Spencer, I don't know what you're trying to do, but I'm guessing you want to study. Find a way to get aniracetam. A couple ways you can do that. Number one, you can search buy aniracetam US. Another way, you can become a Patreon patron of my channel. You can support the channel financially for just $3.33, and I tell you where I get my aniracetam. So those are two ways you can get it. Or three, you can join up with 5 college friends and say, hey, we're each going to search for an hour. We're going to find where to buy aniracetam. I'll tell you where I used to buy mine. I used to buy mine from Nootropics Depot. I don't think they sell it anymore. You can try contacting them and saying, hey, where can I get aniracetam? I've contacted them. They haven't been super helpful. All right. Other questions? Spelling aniracetam, ANIRACETAM. Okay, so a bunch of people just came on at like 11:15, 11:30. If you're new, if you just came on, please drop your first name, where you're from in the chat. Hi, Sky. And if you're new, please say hello. I'd love to say hello to you. Hi, Kitten. Extremely tired of the time. Where do I recommend you start? Sleep and exercise. And so get your sleep dialed in. Spend 8 to 9 hours in bed, same time every day. I would start there. Turn the TV and phone off 2 hours before bed. I would start that and have a consistent sleep time. Find 30 to 60 minutes every day to move your body. I would start there, and I would cut out alcohol or reduce alcohol, certainly near bedtime. And then I work on your diet. The other ones, I would start there. Diet's really hard for people. It was certainly hard for me. It took me years to get to where I am. And so I don't recommend changing your diet first. That's quite challenging for most people. And people fight it. Like I'll talk to somebody and say, hey, you really want to, if you want to prevent Alzheimer's disease, you got to give up bread. No, I'm not giving up bread. Really? Bread or Alzheimer's disease? You're choosing bread. Wow. Okay. You're not giving up bread. So people really like their food. Sylvia, IBS, always sick. What can help? I would clean up your diet. I would go on a diet. I would go on a cleanse, Sylvia. I'd also find a coach that works with IBS and find someone who specializes in it. They'll have shortcuts for you. So you want to find out what foods are causing irritable bowel syndrome. It's likely processed foods like gluten and dairy. Dairy is not processed, but it's likely foods that are processed with refined sugars, gluten, and dairy. What's the best magnesium? It depends on what you're trying to do. Magnesium glycinate is the best place to start. It's very bioavailable. It's hard to, it doesn't have negative side effects if you take it in reasonable doses, and it's not very expensive. Magnesium threonate crosses the blood-brain barrier. It is more expensive. So that gets to the brain more easily. But I'd start with glycinate. Where can we find the lion's mane supplement I just showed you? Karina or Ashley, would you please post the link? If you go here and go to Roar Lion's Mane, it'll take you there. Comes with free shipping, by the way. So you get a really good deal, free shipping, evidently free international shipping. I just talked to the company and they said, here's what it's cost to send something to Europe. I said, okay, that's reasonable. We'll keep it free for them. Trifecta, Roar, Omnium, and Berkey. Merry Christmas to you. Yes, Angel Fit. Let's give her a roar. Trifecta, the Omnium, the Roar, and the Berkey. That's awesome. The Berkey's the real expensive one there. And removing the fluoride is a really darn big deal. The Berkey's, a couple $100. Really important, especially if you have children. I dated a woman. I moved to Boulder because I fell in love with this woman, and I moved in with her and her children. And one of the first things I did was I said, listen, we're getting a Berkey filter. I don't care if we can't afford it. We can, because you got kids. I want fluoride-free water. And then when I left, she said, I'm so glad you made us get that, because I'm so glad when we drink water that's fluoride free. So that's a great place to start. Berkey filter, and get the fluoride filters on it. Fluoride's just bad news for your brain, your body, your thyroid hormones. We don't know all the impact yet. We're not doing good studies. There aren't clinical trials. They're just epidemiological studies, which means observational population studies. Awesome, Angela. Let me know how you like the Omnium and the Roar. How do you take the Lion's Mane capsules? Because I don't notice a difference. Dr. Pepper, are you taking mine? Or are you taking someone else's? How much are you taking? Do I have a list? Chatmore, what would you like a list of? Where do I get fluoride-free water? So one, search your local city and see if you add fluoride to the water. That's one. Number two, so your city might be fluoride-free. If you're in the United States, it's likely not. Secondly, you can get a reverse osmosis filter. Those are more expensive. 3, you can get a Berkey filter and get the fluoride-free filters on it. 4, you can get water delivered to your home. I am running out of cord, so I'm going to have to end this soon. Am I going to end this soon? Sorry, everybody. I'm running out of power. Krill oil is great. I recommend krill oil. So, Dr. Pepper, did you get my supplement? Did you get someone else's? How much are you taking? And are you taking it at night? Good night, Good night, Sky. Isn't it true our cells only absorb so much? Sure, Don. There's a capacity. And, another way to say that is, well, how much nutritious food do you want to eat? Do you want to eat half your food as nutritious, a quarter, or do you want all your food to be nutritious? And another reason to take supplements is a lot of us are deficient in big things like zinc and magnesium. Some research shows potassium, some iodine, and then there's supplements that are really helpful. So like black seed oil, that is really helpful, and we're not getting that from food. Or curcumin. Most of us aren't eating curry every day to get enough curcumin. And so there are supplements often made from herbs that are beneficial to our health that we do really well with. So I don't recommend magnesium oxide unless you want to go poop. Can you recommend something to detox from heavy metals? There's a great detox smoothie, heavy metal detox smoothie by the Medical Medium. Yes, of course I left the fluoride filter. I wasn't going to take that when I left. What kind of metal around my neck? Is it safe? I will totally talk about that. Berberine, I don't have time to get into that today. That is a great anti-aging supplement we can talk about later. My job paid for it. My fluoride filter is coming. That's awesome. You just bought the Lion's Mane. Awesome, Ski Bum. Great job. I like it before bed. I take it maybe 30 minutes or an hour before bed. It's great. Cabbage is good for the stomach. Yes, probiotics, totally. I used to take Calm Magnesium. It didn't do really well with my stomach, and I think they changed the recipe so it's magnesium oxide, so it's less good. Taking L-tyrosine for appetite depressant doesn't work. Well, then maybe stop taking it if it's not working for you. You can also try it with coffee. That should be really powerful. If you really don't feel an appetite suppressant with coffee plus L-tyrosine, it's probably not working for you. So L-tyrosine increases dopamine, and dopamine increases focus, attention, and energy, and often reduces appetite. So I notice if I have coffee, it reduces my appetite, especially if I have coffee with MCT oil. So I would try 888 CMS. If you drink coffee, I would try waking up and drink water first thing in the morning, and then 90 minutes to 2 hours later, drink coffee with some MCT oil blended in it with some L-tyrosine, and then see how long you can wait before you're hungry. I would say you're going to last at least an hour, if not 2 to 3, because that's a lot of dopamine, and you should feel a ton of energy from that. Awesome, Angela. Hi, Terista. Roar Alta. Hi, Dawn. Okay, there we are. Okay, we are running out of time here. My phone is running out of energy. Any last questions? Is Lion's Mane helpful for withdrawal from gabapentin? I don't know. Lion's Mane is great for the brain. I was talking with someone who was an amputee, and I said, your brain's going to be figuring out how to walk again. He lost a leg, partially, I think above the knee. Anyway, he lost his leg, let's say below the knee. So his body's figuring out how to walk again. I said, hey, you probably want to take Lion's Mane, because that is going to, because you're learning how to walk again. And so you might want to take Lion's Mane to help grow new brain cells, new neural connections about how to walk, right? Because you got to figure out your balance, how the leg works, and so forth. So Lion's Mane, generally speaking, is really great. It does reduce, it makes your blood a little bit thinner, which I think is a healthy thing for most of us. And, but so if you're taking blood thinners, you want to let your pharmacist and medical doctor know, or ask them. Want to improve my gut health, but medication I'm on backs me up. I would eat lots of fiber and reduce processed food. I would do that. What's my stance on telepathy? So like understanding what's going on. I've seen it in real life. It's really interesting. I don't know how it works, but I've definitely been around people who've had the same thought at the same time, or kind of are experiencing a form of shared. So like mastermind or group think is really interesting, because you can sit in a room with a bunch of people and you can all have the same thought at the same time. It's really fascinating. I don't know if that counts as telepathy. There's really interesting research. If you read Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, he talks about wild things 100 years ago, like telepathy, like a super consciousness that's all of our brains put together. So if we get in a room and we have a common goal, let's say curing Alzheimer's, I don't want to say cure, let's say preventing Alzheimer's disease for everyone in our community. And how do we do that? And then how do we help everyone in the low income communities? How do we help 50,000 people in the city who are low income? How do we help them prevent Alzheimer's disease? We sit in a room, we think about that. Our brains our brains, our souls, something bigger than us kind of gets together. There's a higher order of consciousness that we don't quite understand, but it's very powerful. If you talk to very successful people in business, they'll say something magical happens when you sit in a room with other people with a common goal. It's fascinating. I don't think that's telepathy, but there's some really interesting things about this. And Napoleon Hill in Think and Grow Rich reports on telepathy that was studied by Duke University, I think. On YouTube, they're getting they're trying to sell me sex bots. Okay, I'm losing power here. So you just placed an order. Awesome motivation. Congratulations. Great job. What coffee do I recommend? If you want to, this is the highest quality coffee that I've had. This is by Via Guatemala. It's $50 plus shipping. Really high quality, small batch coffee. Otherwise, get organic coffee. How often do I go live? Most evenings, Sky, for about 2 hours, something like that. You're welcome, Dawn. All right. Hi, Sarah Zebi from Abu Dhabi. Nice to be here with you. Okay, great. So now, if you don't mind, a quick word. Why does caffeine keep me awake all night, even if I drink a half cup in the morning? Sounds like you're very sensitive. If it does that, I wouldn't drink caffeine. Some of us have different body chemistry. Some people can drink caffeine all day and go to sleep like that. Some people half a cup in the morning and they're up all night. So if caffeine does that to you, I wouldn't recommend caffeine for you. In fact, I'd suggest you not drink caffeine. Green coffee extract is great, as is green tea. Wonderful Milwaukee world. Okay, so now a quick word from our sponsors. So the sponsor of the show, I want to thank our Patreon patrons for making this possible. If you want to be a Patreon patron, please click the link, and then and you can sign up for just $3.33 a month. That helps financially support the channel, and that's really helpful. Next, one of the sponsors of the show is me. And so first, I'm going to start off some free gifts for you. If you go to my profile and then click my link there, you'll see some free gifts. One is a free report on how free report on my top 10 brain supplements. top 10 supplements, what I take, how much, where I buy them, what brands I like. That's really helpful. So please, just click the link and then enter your name and email. I'll email you a copy. And by the way, feel free to share that with others. And that's just a great source if you're going to get started with supplements. So try that. Number two, I have a great masterclass, How to Prevent Alzheimer's Disease. It's 45 minutes. It's packed with science and things you can do. So it's not just, here's the theory of Alzheimer's disease. It's hey, eat these foods and take these supplements and do these exercises. And here's how to improve your sleep. It gets really into the science. It's very action-based. So that's for free. Just click the link that says free masterclass, How to Prevent Alzheimer's Disease. It's all in the link. Ashley or Karina or both of you, would you please drop that in there? That would be super helpful. So those are two free gifts to you. Next, something else that I'm offering. I just released this a week ago Monday. This is Roar Lion's Mane. I've been working on this for a while. I contacted 33 different supplement companies. and I was looking for quality and price. This is the best quality supplement at the lowest possible price, and I'm passing on the discount to you. This is lion's mane and 9 other, total of 10 medicinal mushrooms. It's got lion's mane, cordyceps, reishi, shiitake, maitake, turkey tail, chaga, all kinds of great stuff in here. And this is a really high quality supplement. So some things to look for in a great supplement are third party tested. So that means that a company has tested it to make sure that what's on the label, so what it says is in here, is actually in the supplement. That's important. That's a quality and safety issue. And then GMP certified. This stands for good manufacturing practices. My supplement has both. You also want to look for a money back guarantee. A money back guarantee means the supplement maker stands behind their product. My supplement has all three. It's GMP certified, it's third party tested, money back guarantee, 90-day money back guarantee. Try it out for 3 months. If you don't notice a benefit, let me know. I'm happy to refund all your money. You don't have anything to send back. Keep the supplement. Thank you for trying it. And I sincerely mean that. If you try it, it doesn't work for you, and you want your money back, happy to refund you. Thank you for trying it. And thank you for giving it a shot. And if you're already taking a lion's mane supplement, I invite you to take the Roar Lion's Mane Challenge. Take this and then see if you like this better than your current supplement. I bet you will. If you don't, let me know, and you can have mine for free. I'm happy to refund you. This is almost certainly as good as what you're taking, and it's almost certainly less expensive. So I'm passing on the supplements directly to you because I can sell this directly to you. And so ordinarily a supplement like this would be something like $47 a bottle. It's really high quality. And because I can sell this directly to you, I'm offering this 4 bottles for $59 with free shipping, free international shipping too, which I'm really excited about. Or you can get 8 bottles for $98 free shipping. So that's like $15 a bottle or $12.50 a bottle, which is insanely good. Can you imagine $14, $15 a bottle for this per month? That's amazing. That's so good. Money back guarantee. If you want to get that, click the link that says, click the link that Karina or Ashley posted that says, or my link tree, and then click on the Roar Lion's Mane. That'll take you just to a page where you enter your name, your address, and your credit card information. It's just a payment page. And then I take that information and then I send that off, and then we send you your supplements. So there's not like a sales page where it shows pictures and describes it. I'm doing the question and answer. I'm the sales page. So I'm telling you about it. So it just takes you to a payment page. So if you click on it, it's just going to ask you for your info. That's all it is. Right now, we're working on a sales page that shows pictures and answers questions and so forth. So Roar Lion's Mane, if you're going to invest in anything, give yourself this gift or give it to a friend. I know some people have given this as gifts. It's a great gift. It's brain health. I like to take this before I go to sleep. It improves my sleep quality, and it gives me really cool, vivid dreams. Those of you who take Lion's Mane know what I'm talking about. Really vivid dreams. This is Roar Lion's Mane. So this is a sponsor of the show. Next, EMFs. These are electromagnetic frequencies. These are increasing around us. This is called a Harmony pendant. I've been wearing this on and off for a couple weeks to test it. This is relaxing and calming, and I noticed the benefit. And there was a research study with 10 different doctors in 9 different facilities. This helps reduce the negative impact of EMFs, specifically measuring heart rate and heart rate variability. Very cool. Great science behind it. I don't know how this works. I don't understand electricity. I don't understand EMFs or how this works. I can only tell you this study says it does with very convincing data. So if you're sensitive to electronics or EMFs, if you have trouble sleeping, if you have brain fog, you don't know why, this is worth a try. This costs $150. And right now the sale is, I think it's $88 if you buy one, it's $77 if you buy 2. This is the Harmony pendant in my link profile. And so you can read about it. You can read about the science. You can read about the doctors who are recommending this, the people who are finding a benefit. Check it out. 60-day money back guarantee. So you can buy it for yourself, buy it for someone else for Christmas or Hanukkah. I think Hanukkah's already started, hasn't it? And if you don't like it, you can send it back. No problem. Next, Omium. So the chocolate I've been drinking, it's rich in lion's mane, cacao, a bunch of medicinal mushrooms, cordyceps, maitake, curcumin, which is great for the brain. How many of you have gotten Omium and tried it and liked it? Would you please put something in the chat? It's so very, very good. It's delicious. It tastes great. And I take it multiple times a day. My parents love it. It's so very good. I noticed the difference in productivity. So not only is this good for my long-term health because of the lion's mane and because of the mushrooms and because of the curcumin, it also comes with black pepper, which helps improve absorption of curcumin. It also, I just feel the productivity difference. And so if you buy Omyum, here's how to do it. Click the link, and it says lion's mane coffee replacement. That's the one you want to click. So click that, and then subscribe. That will take the price from $50 to $40. And then use my code LOVE15. That is a 15% discount. That'll bring the price down from 40 to 33. So basically, by subscribing, using my discount, the price goes from $50 a month to $33 a month. That's like $1 a serving. $1 a day to improve your productivity, improve your brain health, protect your brain, and reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease. Amazing. If you've got kids, who's got kids? Kids, grandkids, you want them to drink healthy things, to eat healthy food. This is great. It tastes great, and it's great for their brain. And you can teach your children and your grandchildren, hey, healthy things can taste good. So this is just terrific. My hot chocolate is the Omyum, the lion's mane coffee replacement, and which is what that is. And then 2 scoops of Vital Collagens protein, almond milk. That's it. Nothing else needed. Sometimes I add a little maple syrup, but it's not necessary. It's so very, very good. So that's awesome. If you want to try, who's interested in AG1? That's athletic greens. Some of you are interested in athletic greens. Yeah, I do add MCT oil to the Omyum. I do that for absorption, and it just gives the brain an extra kick. Totally great. It's terrific. Yeah, do you know what? I haven't put it in matcha yet. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try the Omyum in the matcha. It might taste really, really good. It might be like a chocolate matcha. Okay, the MM-Cell. I absolutely love it. I love the way it makes me feel. Plus, it's so delicious and creamy. There you go. So it's spelled Omyum, but Trace 65 Roses. If you click the link, click the link, and then click the link that says lion's mane coffee replacement. That'll take you to their page, and that'll automatically upload my discount of LOVE15, that code. It's really, really good. Minnie Mouse loves it. Makes a big difference for me. Awesome. You're going to subscribe for life, right? Once you get it, I mean, this is so good. Like $1 a day to feel better. I mean, what's that worth? I mean, to feel better is worth so much to me. And I think it's worth so much to you. It's your life. It's giving you more life for $1 a day. Amazing. So Frambuesa says, yes, Omyum. I got it. It's really good. Omyum is awesome. Totally. I moved 5 months ago and forgot about it. I'm going to look for it now. Awesome. I'm afraid to try lion's mane. I don't know what to tell you. You can try it, and if you don't like it, you can ask for your money back. So people love the lion's mane. MCT oil, what brand? Did I bring it up here? No, I did not. I think it's Nature Valley. It's the one that I want, or the one that I use. Really suggest to start. The MM-Cell likes the starter kit with the mixer. That's awesome. It could be go hiking. I don't know. What you can do, go hiking. What you can do is watch my masterclass, How to Prevent Alzheimer's Disease. It's free. Are you new to the channel, Go Hiking Today? I'd really like to be helpful. So if you're new, welcome. You're in the right place to finding the answers to how to prevent Alzheimer's disease and potentially slow down or stop the progression, which is really important because we can save our family. If someone you know has early stage Alzheimer's, there's actions that can be taken to slow down, stop the progression, even bring them back some of the way. Maybe not all the way, but some of the way. Seriously. So I would suggest watching my masterclass. It's free. If you click the link, Karina or Sarah, if you could post that, and then click the link that says free masterclass, How to Prevent Alzheimer's Disease, register for that, watch it, and then apply for a free memory test. Let's test your parent and see where they are. And then you and I will have a conversation, or we'll all have a conversation. I'll go over your results with you, and then I'll see if I can be helpful. Also get the book, The End of Alzheimer's Program by Dale Bredesen. Omyum will likely be helpful at any stage. I would say my supplement would also be helpful at any stage. Now, is this gonna fully reverse Alzheimer's? Probably not. I wouldn't make that claim for anyone. Is Omyum going to fully stop the progression of Alzheimer's? Probably not. Will it help? Likely. Will it hurt? Probably not. Is it worth a try? Absolutely. MCT oil could be very helpful. Most people with Alzheimer's disease have some form of insulin resistance, meaning their brain is hungry for energy. And so one way to help that is with MCT oil. So that might be the most powerful thing you can do to get quick benefits. But you might notice a benefit of taking Om. You might notice a benefit in a week: improved sleep, improved memory, less anxiety, and so forth. Okay. How much does my time and assistance cost? Well, the memory test is free for those that qualify. And I have different levels of the ability to work with me. And so, it depends on what we're doing. The company is called Nature's Way MCT oil. Thank you, Karina. Okay, go hiking today. Please let me know if you have any questions. Also, you can message me on Instagram. So anyone here, if you want to send me a personal message, please follow me and send me a message on Instagram. I can get those messages. Some of you already have, and I appreciate that. I can have longer conversations with you. I can't do it on TikTok because there's so many people. Also, please follow me on at least one other platform because I'm going to start doing lives, I think, on Instagram. And I was doing lives on Facebook. I might get back to that. And that just simply ensures that if one of these platforms goes down, we can still stay in contact. And I'd really like that. And so if you want to stay in contact no matter what, please follow me on one or more platforms, and then you'll get all my content still for free. And you can send me messages on some of those other platforms. What else? Karina, what else am I missing from the link tree? So we got the Lion's Mane supplement if you want to get that. Great price, money back guarantee, third party tested. We got the Om Yum. Great quality, great price, money back guarantee. We got the Harmony pendant. This is on the expensive side. That's $150. And the discount is you can get it for $88. This can help with EMFs. And there's great studies behind it. There's great doctor testimony on that. If you click on that, that's the Harmony pendant. What else? Oh, Morning Man. If you're interested in athletic greens and you've had it, but you don't like the taste, this is very similar to athletic greens and it tastes great. It tastes great, not just for men. Healthy for women as well. It's got like 50 different superfoods in it. It tastes so very darn good. I did a taste test today. I just ordered athletic greens so I could taste test this. I'm going to post that video maybe tomorrow. It's so very, very good. And if you subscribe and use my code, that drops the price down to 66. So it's $2 a day. So this is like a really healthy superfood smoothie for $2 a day. If you've considered athletic greens, please get athletic greens and this, taste test them, and then return whichever one you don't like. This has a 365-day money-back guarantee. This is called Morning Man. 300, you can get it, can return it a year later. I'm not kidding. So they got a great guarantee. Is that everything? Oh, and if you want to lose weight, how many of you want to lose weight? How many of you are ready to take action to do your very best? Yes, Malo, that's the price for working with me directly. So if you're interested in losing weight and sustainable weight loss, what you want to do is you want to apply to work with Chad Tackett. I think you want to apply to work with Chad Tackett because he's the world's leading expert in sustainable weight loss. He's been working in this industry for 27 years. He's helped tens of thousands of people. Over those 27 years, he's had one refund, and that was someone he didn't want to work with. He just gave them their money and said, hey, you're a pain in the ass to work with. Please take your money back. You can apply for a free weight loss roadmap blueprint with him and one of his certified weight loss coaches. So that link is Chad Tackett free weight loss roadmap. That's underneath my profile. Okay, we have lost power. YouTube, I love you. Good night. I will see you later.